Hello folks, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're checking out a new head strap from AUBIKA. I think I said the name correctly. Now this head strap actually is pretty much a carbon copy of the official Oculus Elite strap. Apparently I've never actually owned one myself, so I'm quite intrigued to see what this is like for a much cheaper price point. The key thing here though, as you can see here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, obviously I've just said that, but we're going to be taking the Turbo Arrow, the Just Flight Turbo Arrow, which in my opinion is the best GA aircraft to grace the skies in this sim, for a 3-hour 41-minute flight from London City to Oban in Scotland. Thing is, I'm going to be completely wireless because the idea is this should last at least 5 hours. Now I couldn't quite convince myself to do a 5-hour flight, but in this video I'm going to test the battery life, the comfort, all those kind of things. You can see me in the left hand corner. Apologies, I'm really hairy today. That is because this is the first video I've shown of me since the dog attack, and I'm kind of really hairy on purpose to kind of hide the wound, and you won't see much of it anyway because of the head strap and the headset, so that's a good thing because I don't want to show you that, to be honest. But I am healing okay, and I don't really have any feeling back or anything, probably won't. But thank you so much to everyone who supported me through it and sent me nice messages. But anyway, let's get straight into the flight from London City with this new head strap on in the Quest 2. See you in a moment. Okay, so welcome back. We are now in the sim. That's the Just Flight Turbo Arrow. I love this bird. And we're going to take it for a 3-hour 40-minute flight. Of course, that video is going to be edited down. So you're going to see this. Probably it's going to be about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, but it's going to be really interesting because this is the best way to really try out this strap. It's very gloomy here at London, as you'd expect. It is the UK, and I think we should get cracking straight away. There's some other people flying around here. I'm actually on the West Europe server, but yeah, I thought this would be the best way for me to test it as a flight simmer, because pretty much most of the YouTube videos you're going to see of this headset is going to be from a gaming perspective. Let's try it from a flight simmer's perspective. And you know what? I know I say this quite a lot on the channel. I think people do forget. I am a massive fan of the Quest 2. I think it's an absolutely amazing headset. It can do so much for the price as well. However, you do have to spend a bit of money to get it up to the standards that you need it when you're using it a lot. Oh, it's busy here. Oh, he's just disappeared. Okay, right, anyway. Let's get in the cockpit here. And we'll get this thing fired up, shall we? I'm going to use the VR controls as well, because I do like using them. And, of course, my honeycomb yoke. And everything seems to be working fairly well, actually, overall. Right, so, mixture fully rich, prop fully forward, throttle cracked. We'll put that on standby. And what we'll do is put the fuel pump on. I love the sounds in this thing. Hang on a minute. I'm a bit clunky with the controls still. Bit of lighting in here as well, because it is very gloomy, to be honest. Everything seems to work pretty well. And we'll go for an engine start. Let's open the window if we can do that. Awesome stuff here. Here we go. Clear prop! I always sound like an idiot when I say that. And that's turbo engine has spooled into life. I love this bird. Right, okay, so we'll actually, we need to take all that off. Should have done that beforehand. And what I'll do is, guys, I will taxi, I'll warm the engine up because this thing will fail if you don't fly it correctly. I'll see you at the end of the runway in a moment. Best wait for these two guys here. Look at this. This is... What is going on there? Oh my goodness me. This is why I don't fly online very often, because it is ridiculous. But let's just have a look at the time, because it's going to be real world time and weather. Look at this, look. Sim update 9, and we have to do this every time. Hang on. So at the moment it is 8 minutes past 1. Live weather, April the 29th. That's just to show you guys, to prove to you that this is going to be a very long flight in the Quest. Whoa, sorry, that was a bit exuberant. And what we'll do is, we'll just get to the end of the runway here. Ignore the fact that there's a massive airliner on the other side of the runway there. And yeah, Quest 2 is such a good headset, it really is. It looks pretty good here. I mean, you can definitely see the video compression is about to die. You know, but I'm used to headsets like the Reverb, of course, you know, where it is a native display port connection. It does make a difference. However, I think if this is all I was used to, I would be fine with this. It's so dark out here. Make sure we don't over boost the engine. And we're going to go for it. It is absolute carnage here at London City today. There's people everywhere. At the moment I'm using the OpenXR toolkit over London, recording and using the NVIDIA broadcast camera. And I'm getting about 35-40 frames per second. That is using my 10900K with an RTX 3090. I will be showing a new system off very soon, a Stormforce 12900K with an RTX 3090 Ti. That's going to be interesting. Right, so we're on our way. Expected time of arrival, 3 hours 29 minutes. The things I do for your entertainment, I'll tell you that. There is the London Dome, looking very nice there. So I'm going to have to make sure that I trim this up nice and, you know, decent. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long flight, that's for sure. But I love doing things like this in VR. You know, sort of real long flights, adventures. You never know what we're going to get on this route. What kind of weather we're going to get. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. That is a beautiful shot right there. London City, photogrammetry, in the Quest 2, the Just Flight high-tail version of the Turbo Arrow. Oh, these sort of, you know, dramatic skies as well. Amazing. Now, one thing I will say about AIRLINK, it's kind of like its own worst enemy in a way. Because it works so well, you kind of want to just use it more and more, but the trouble is, you're kind of confined to the battery life of the Quest 2, and I find I can't get any more than about 2 hours tops, probably less than that really. So I'm really intrigued to see if this really does give me that extra battery life. And what a way to do it. Now the thing with this aircraft, it doesn't have much of an autopilot, and I have to manage my tanks. Now if you're wondering, I've only got just under half tanks. I am going to be making a few stops, but I won't show you all of that for this video, okay, because it's all about the head strap, and I will talk about it in a second in more detail. But let's just get this flight sorted out here. Fuel pump can come off now if I can get it. There we go. Landing light can come off, and I will change tanks and get this autopilot on. That's one thing about the Quest, I really can't see very well down there. The sort of smaller text is very difficult to read. I think that's nav. We are turning, so that's a good sign. Right, what I'm going to do now is just talk about the AUBIKA Excellence head strap, because that's actually what it's called. And the first thing I want to say is I don't really like the name Excellence. It's kind of a bit corny, but you know what? Even though it's a little bit cheeky to call it an excellent strap even before we've started the review, I have to say I am pretty much blown away with this head strap, and I was not expecting to be. When they reached out to me, because by the way, this has been provided as a review sample for me to show on the channel. I haven't bought this myself, but I can say what the hell I want, as I always do on the channel anyway. But I wasn't expecting it to be that great, because I have tried out quite a number of head straps now, and most of them, although they're okay, they can be quite flimsy. And what I mean by that is the sort of arms here. Sometimes they just feel really thin and plasticky, but these actually feel really good. I was quite surprised, and I'm going to show you some close-ups now of the unboxing process. That's always good fun to show you that. It's packaged very well, pretty standard, nothing special, but it does the job. And as you can see there, when you take it out, immediately I was very impressed with the build quality and the materials used. But the real key factor here is that even just, not even thinking about the battery, just the materials used and that sort of cushion at the back of the head, I'm really impressed. I think it's absolutely really comfortable. This feels as comfortable as, say, the Reverb G2 now, and that's big praise indeed. But I think part of that comfort is because of the battery in the back. That extra weight helps like a counterbalance, and the way it's integrated within the head strap, and this nice sort of knob as well at the back that kind of turns, and I like how it doesn't protrude out of the sort of strap, means that it's really a very nice integrated design. Now also, in terms of how you charge it, you see there that we've got a sort of a cable that runs from the head strap into the main USB port. You never have to mess around with that ever again. Just plug it in and forget about it, because when you charge the head strap, basically all you need to do is sort of plug it into the back USB of the head strap, and then it will distribute the power whilst it's charging from the main battery of the Quest and the head strap itself. So basically all this means is that it makes the whole experience seamless and really easy. I really like it, guys. I really do like it. The question is though, what is the battery life going to be like? What's the comfort going to be like on a 3-hour run? Because actually I've noticed that we've already been flying for half an hour already, and I'm very happy here. So let's just check the battery life now. Let's have a look here. Not sure if you can see this on the mirror image. Wow, that's amazing. That's still at 100%. Even after, well, yeah, I've been in the headset now at least 30 minutes, probably more than that, because I'm, setting up this recording. But we've been flying now for about 20 minutes. So, yeah, that's amazing. By now, the standard battery life on the Quest would be down to at least, I think, 75%, or maybe even less than that. So far, so good. Anyway, folks, I'm going to cut the video here, and I'm going to keep flying along my merry way, and I might show you a bit of a montage of some of the things I get up to. And I'll see you a bit further down the road when I get to Scotland for sort of my conclusion and to see where we are in terms of the battery life. See you in a bit. Welcome back. We're now 1 hour and 40 minutes into the flight. That is Lady Bower Reservoir in the background there. We're over Derbyshire, and things are looking very nice. I've just been really enjoying some YouTube content as well as I've been flying around. And I just want to say, Mark from the Sim Hanger's brand new VR setup guide for the Reverb G2 is the best I've seen out there. I will link that in the description below, because if you are struggling with the Reverb G2, or in VR in general, because there's quite a few things in there that kind of overlap different headsets, I would definitely recommend checking that video out in the description below. And just to also give you an update before I do go again, although it'll all seem like a seamless video when you watch it, hopefully anyway, is that I feel really comfortable in this headset still. I've been going now for about 1 hour and 45 minutes in the Quest 2, and it's just a nice place to be. It's been a while since I've used the Quest 2 in Microsoft Flight Simulator, particularly as long as this, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a great headset. Anyway, I'm definitely going to now leave you alone, and the next time you see me will be in Scotland as we head in for a landing, and that will be at least another 2.5 hours down the road, and by then, well, I guess we'll see how I feel. So play the montage once again, and I'll see you as we get close to our destination. Right, so we've just passed Galloway National Park, and I've actually got a video of my motorcycle shenanigans around there, so if you're interested, I'll stick that in the links below. That was a wonderful trip, that, and the weather was perfect, and there's no traffic around. In fact, funny enough, the weather has got better as we're going north, which never happens. We're about 2 hours 20 minutes into this flight now, and that is Creswick down there. We're doing really well. I have to say though, you must remember, because I forgot, that I was only using the Quest 2 battery for the first sort of hour and 45 minutes, and then realised, because I did go get a quick coffee and kept it running, that the power button at the back of the head strap, that needs to be on in order for the battery at the back to work as well. But what that does mean also is that you can kind of separate the batteries so they can work, you know, so the Quest 2 battery can work on its own altogether. I like that. But now that I put it on, I'm back up to almost full charge again. I'm about 70%. And I've been now flying for about 2 hours 20 minutes, or about 2.5 hours or more. I can't quite tell, but it's definitely been 2 hours 20 minutes flying time, which is remarkable. I'm now into the, you know, realms of the unknown in terms of the AIRLINK capability. I've never had an AIRLINK session this long before, because by now I'll be charging my Quest 2 again. So that's really cool, I like that. And just to show you in case you don't believe me, we'll go to weather here. And oh Sabo, why is the menu like that? We're now at 3:05, so we should get to Oban by about 4 o'clock, I think, because we're about 24 minutes to our next waypoint, and it's another sort of about half an hour across the Scottish Highlands, which is going to be gorgeous. But as I say, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm guessing it's going to be longer than 10 minutes now, but this is probably the best test you're ever going to get of this head strap, that's for sure. And I'm probably not even going to get many views on this video, because it's not, you know, Quest 2 content isn't something that people on my channel are really that interested in. But hopefully, you know, if you are thinking about getting this strap, well, this is definitely the review for you, in my opinion. I've been really testing it out, and I'm still really comfortable. And look, no VR face. Look, I mean, I've got a little red mark there, but I mean, considering I've been in VR now for about 2.5 hours, that's pretty impressive. In fact, I've just had my right battery controller is low. Okay, so my controllers are going to quit out before the headset. That's never happened before. But no, to be fair, I've needed to change these for a while. Right, folks, see you down the road. This time, I mean it. Right, so this is the final part. I'm pleased to say we've made it to Oban. Look at those views, especially with the Just Flight Turbo Arrow there. Just gorgeous. We're going to land now, and what we'll do is we'll park up and I'll see how long we've actually been by checking the real world time. And I thought I'd be a bit bored actually at times, but I've really enjoyed this flight in the Quest 2 as well. This has been a first for me. I've never been in this headset for this long before, especially on AIRLINK, because it's not possible usually. But I've been, you know, enjoying YouTube videos I've been meaning to watch for a while, and just really admiring the views outside, enjoying the Turbo Arrow aircraft. In my opinion, this is still the best general aviation aircraft out there. It's my personal favourite. I just love the state-saving features of it. I love how, you know, there's engine failure modelling. You have to treat this bird with respect, and those things, along with the sounds and the way it feels and flies, just makes all the difference to me personally. Right, anyway, too busy talking, and I need to get back onto finals again. So, gear going down from the outside. Prop fully forward, mixture fully forward in case we need to go around. We're coming in. It's been quite an epic trip actually. A little bit fast here. I'll just side slip slightly here. Oban is such a beautiful place. It really looks like this in real life. Now hopefully you've enjoyed the VR sort of view today as well, because I'm using image stabilization, another thing that Oculus or Meta use now in their sort of mirror. So you know, it is actually quite a joy making content with the Quest 2. It's easier because it shouldn't be so jerky. I'll tell you what though, bit of turbulence here. I can just see as well that it's a bit of a crosswind. Probably getting some transpiration from those trees causing that turbulence. Ooh, bobbing up and down like crazy here. And then as soon as we go over the water, it calms out. That's just like real life. But crabbing here because the wind is a bit... I sometimes think though the windsock shows the wrong direction still. But talking of the sim, it's behaved very well considering I've been flying for probably close to 4 hours now, recording and sort of, you know, messing around with Windows and watching YouTube videos and all sorts of things. But we're here, we've made it to Oban, and it's been a wonderful adventure. I've really enjoyed it. Right, what we'll do is we'll park up and then we'll check the real world time in the sim to see how long we've been. I won't go that side because there's a Cessna waiting there. We'll go this way around. Clean the aircraft up. We'll take the fuel pump off and landing light come off. We'll open the window as well, we're at it. This aircraft, I adore this bird, I really do. And if you're wondering, I'm not being paid to say this, I bought this aircraft myself. It makes me laugh that because I'm enthusiastic about something, that must mean there's something shady going on. Well, not really guys, not on this channel. I say it how it is, both good and bad. And this head strap, apart from the name, don't really like the name, I really like it. Let's park here next to these people chatting away. Oh, I love VR so much, folks. I really do. It's been a great afternoon's flying. There we go. Look at those surrounding countryside. Just an idyllic spot, really. Anyway, let's take the battery off. The lights can come off. We're going to get a flight plan thing. No, we didn't get it that time. That's strange. Maybe I've confused it because I've gone so far today. And we'll take the magnetos off. Actually, I need to do that on the yoke itself. There we go. Fuel can come off as well. Open the window, or door even, because we need some fresh air after that. And we'll check our log, or the flight time. Because that has been one epic flight today. Right, anyway, let's just find out how long we've been here with the real time. Oh, wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. That's hilarious. I thought it would be 4 o'clock now. It's actually nearly 10 to 5. That means we've definitely been 4 hours because I was probably a good sort of 15-20 minutes or more setting everything up, you know, for this video with the Quest 2 on. That's incredible if you think about that. 4 hours completely wireless with the Quest. And let's have a look at the battery life here. Look at that. That's amazing. So there's still plenty of juice left as well. I was a bit unsure whether AUBIKA was being a little bit, you know, enthusiastic with their claimed 5 to 6 hours, you know, playtime, dare I say, or flying time. But, well, quite clearly, I reckon it might even be longer than that. That's pretty impressive. So really, apart from the name, which I'm not keen on, you know, what's it called? Excellence. Don't really like that as a headset name, if I'm honest. But the actual product itself is superb. The build quality is up there. It's really super comfortable. And of course the battery life is excellent. Excellence. And you know, the actual battery itself is like a counterweight, which I really like as well. I think that's what makes it even more comfortable. This feels as comfortable to me as the G2, and that says it all. It's going to take an age to edit this one together. 4 hours of flying time, wow. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now. I need a coffee after that, I'll tell you that.